right, let's find out what women want. And we're not going to be interrupting that much today. If I get demonetized, I'm going to come after all you motherfuckers in the comment section saying I interrupt too much. Let's find out what he has to say.
I'm Dr. Orion Taraban, and this is Psych Hacks, Better Living Through Psychology. And the topic of today's short talk is Women Want It All. So the title of this episode is actually a riff on one of my all-time favorite psychology research papers entitled Attractive Women Want It All. It appeared in the journal Evolutionary Psychology in 2008, Volume 6, Issue 1, in case you want to look it up. And I love this paper because it's like the nerds in academic psychology finally researched a question that the average guy both didn't already know the answer to and really wanted to know the answer to, namely, the question of what women wanted. Now, before I unpack this research, which is very surprising, please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It takes less than a second, costs you nothing, and it's how you can support me in my mission to deliver free, high-quality content to the world. So thank you for your help. So, what happened in this study? Basically, the researchers started by asking about 100 guys to rate a whole bunch of women in terms of their attractiveness, their face, their body, and their overall appearance. And the women invited to participate in the study were the ones that the men rated most highly. The researchers then sent these really involved surveys to the women deemed most attractive by the men, and the surveys functionally asked in 100 different ways, ladies, what do you want? Do you want a handsome man? Do you want a rich man? Do you want a family man? Do you want an emotionally available man? Do you want a committed man? What do you want? And how did the women respond? The women basically responded with a single word, yes. It turns out that attractive women wanted every single thing on the list.
I'll say this. I imagine your granny, if you ask her, she wouldn't say this. I think it's because women can see all the other men out there, and because they've seen it online, they think it's reachable. It's delusion, pretty much. And that delusion comes because of just overabundance in choice. I really believe if you ask a girl who never went online what you want, she'll say, I don't mind him. Like their standards will be more realistic. And in my opinion, the more chronically online the woman is, which is usually the lower her self-esteem is. And what is lower self-esteem? It means that you don't know how to go from unhappiness to happiness, from anxiety to peace, because social media creates anxiety so that it could fix it. When a woman has low self-esteem, she's going to want it all, because she's not happy on the inside. So she needs a lot of things on the outside to make her happy. And usually that comes down to a lot of times they have dysfunctional families, abuse, all that type of stuff. And that's why, look, man, you can find out a lot about a woman by her traumas. I'm very judgmental with that type of stuff because unfortunately traumas predict a lot of issues. And you can easily see people tell you their traumas. It's just that we don't properly judge people as long-term partners based on their traumas. We just ignore it. We just feel bad. No. Unfortunately, if she had a shitty childhood, most likely it's going to manifest itself in adulthood, right? So for me, a gem of a woman is a woman who doesn't expose herself to the online world and lives in reality. But nowadays, that's unrealistic. That's unrealistic. Now, as women get older, let me tell you something. As women get older, the frontal cortex starts to develop more and they start to become more realistic. That's a fact. Unfortunately, the young hot ones are the ones that they don't know. The young hot ones are delusional. That's just how it is. They're delusional. When you get praised for nothing, what the fuck do you expect? When you get praised because you were born hot, what the fuck do you expect? Even a lot of you motherfuckers would do the same shit.
And this was surprising to the researchers. Yep. The women looked at all of these qualities and attributes and collectively said, yeah, sounds good, I'll take it. It's a fascinating study because I think it's very honest, but here's the really interesting part. While the women apparently wanted it all, They didn't want everything equally. The women expressed a positive desire for all the attributes across like 24 different categories. However, some preferences were much stronger than others. And according to the study, the 3 categories that the women cared the least about, do you know what they were? You're going to love this. That he be intelligent, that he be loyal,
What?
and that he be kind and understanding.
That's the least ones? No way.
The women would prefer to have those things than not, but those 3 things actually weren't even statistically significant, according to the researchers' analyses: intelligence, loyalty, and kindness. Of the nearly 24 things that attracted women want in a man, these were apparently the 3 attributes they could most readily dispense with. So, what's the upshot? If you're taking the study at face value, it means men, if you want to be a viable option for very attractive women, you need to listen to what these women actually value.
Yeah.
If you're putting a lot of energy into your intelligence, your loyalty, and your kindness, especially if doing so detracts from other higher value attributes like being physically fit, earning a lot of money, providing a house, etc., you're probably not going to be picked for dodgeball. You got me?
Yeah.
I'll continue this talk in my next episode, so stay tuned. What do you think? Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. And see.
I mean, yeah, I agree. I totally agree. But again, it's usually younger women, right? And when it's a younger woman, a lot of the times their values are different than normal as they age, right? So I would like to see what age those women were, right? Because a woman, you know, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. No, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Let's read the comment section. Let's see what they have to say. Ah, shit. Sorry about that. Let's read the comment section.
I'm Dr. Orion.
I'm Dr. Orion
Taravan, and this is Psychologist.
All right. When I finally left my wife after 5 years of absolute nightmares, she started chasing me and said, "So you were not weak. You were just kind since you had the balls to leave me. I always had balls, but she didn't notice them because I was kind. I'm still kind, but only with people." I'll be honest with you, that's a character flaw on her part. That again, that's just an immature mindset. Like it's just immaturity, you know, but how people are immature. It's just how it is, right? Dang, women care the least about intelligence, loyal, kind, understanding. Yeah, that's a crazy thing, man. Like women complain a lot about cheaters, but they stay with the cheaters. They stay with the cheaters, man. A man loves a woman loves what a man can do for her. I'm a 96-year-old mother. Oh, as my son, somebody says as a 96-year-old man. As my 96-year-old mother told me, women today want too much and they are not willing to do the work or make any sacrifices to deserve what they want. The problem is that social media, guys, like look at how women's standards are different online versus real life. Like when you ask women these things, they're thinking with their online turned themselves. In real life, but in real life, they do that shit. But again, it's only in the beginning. That's only in their early 20s. And what happens is that women mature, but by that time, a lot of them are not hot no more. Fuck! Damn, bro, that's some bullshit. I was a popular DJ in Berlin. I enjoyed great reputation within our scene. Holy shit, careful. Hope you didn't do MDMA. There were always many offers from women. Those were my best times as a man. Then I met this woman who wanted me to give up my life in Berlin, move out to New Zealand with her and start a family. Later, we had a child. When I then only became an average man who only works for his family and came home in the evening, shattered from work, had gained additional 10 kilos. She no longer found me attractive and left me for another man. Well, guess what? You met her in the fucking Berlin scene, of course. A lot of these women that you meet that are party women, they try to quit partying, but they realize that partying gets deeply ingrained in them. So don't be trying to wife up a woman you met when you were in your fun phase. You can't wife them up. This generation of women have been told from birth that they could have it all. Exactly, it's entitlement. They have never been told that everything comes at a price. This works. That's what, honestly, that's why you got to get a religious girl. I'm sorry, a religious girl or religious women are more realistic. Not spiritual women that you meet at a fucking what do you call it, at Burning Man, but a religious woman. But nowadays it's mostly liberal women. What can you do?
All right, guys, we're going to have a brief intermission so that I could tell you guys about our new bundle that we're doing where you guys can purchase all of my courses and get it at a discount. So this bundle is pretty much the bundle where you could just buy all of my courses. You could buy Nice Guy, which is a training course on how to come across more assertive, how to come across more confident, how to not give off nice guy vibes. You guys can get access to Dark Game, which is my full dating course on how to meet women in different scenarios, how to attract women, how to make sure you don't come across as creepy, and essentially how to act like a man and not act like a doofus, to be quite honest with you. And you get all of these bonuses, which is the bonuses of Dark Game, the bonuses of Practical Mastery, which is about how to master a skill, Social Mastery, which is how to master your social life, and the Laws of Human Nature, which is a book club videos that I had dissecting Robert Greene's book. All of this is naturally at around naturally is at $346, but you guys can purchase this bundle and get it at what's the price again? Get it at 238 pretty much. So you guys can purchase it right now. It's a money back 30-day money back guarantee. It's a good way to, rather than just buying them individually and paying extra, you guys can just purchase everything at a discount price. Now, the only thing I don't like is the fact that I'm giving you a lot of information at the same time. That makes me kind of scared because a lot of times people don't do the things that I teach when you get too much information. But I've gotten too many requests to do this, so I'm just satisfying you guys. Purchase it right now by clicking on the description down below where it says purchase the bundle. All right, let's continue with the video.